let's talk a little bit briefly about Intel. Uh, First of all, we are very, very close. We're so close that the intel that we normally get is very, very light. It's quiet. It seems that it is quiet for a reason, and usually that's the case. When we don't get much, it's because they don't want us to be able to communicate much. Uh, that seems to be the case now. Now, I'll say generally, in the last um, in the last few days, there have been some exchanges that have gone on. There have been some tabletop meetings that have gone on in some major cities in Europe and in the U.S. a little bit as well. We also have evidence that Wells Fargo has done some exchanges yesterday in about a dozen cities across the country. And this was for a limited time, we think. But the good news is, guys, that these exchanges are done at the most recent screen rates that we've seen. In other words, these aren't buyback rates. These aren't teaser rates. These were decent, good, higher than we used to think possible rates. Okay, without negotiation. That's really positive. That has happened yesterday. Now, it wasn't widespread. It was just sporadic, but I just wanted you to know that it did occur. The fact that it occurred, I think, portends well for us in the fact that even as late as 15 minutes before the call tonight, I understand that some people are saying that this is possibly so close that it could go, shortly after the President's State of the Union address. Now, we don't know. We're not calling it. We're not saying that's the case exactly, but we know that there is a lot. There's a lot to give us hope that this is the very end of the ride. We're at almost the very end of the month, and so I would think we could expect some great things here very shortly. Other than, I don't want to go on very long with a lot of additional things that we don't really need. I can just tell you I'm very pleased that the community, by that I mean the other major call and myself, finally are seeing the rates coming together at about the same level. That took a while for that to happen, I think. But finally, where I've seen rates much higher in most cases, the other call has come in and joined me in thinking that is the case. And I appreciate that. It shows sort of a oneness in that sense in the community. So I think that's very effective. And it's true. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to rates because we know and we have the bank sources and we have people that are seeing the screen. So I'm excited. I also know one other little tidbit, one other little thing is our contact in Iraq, one of our contacts in Iraq is saying that he needs to be completely silent tomorrow from sunrise to sunset tomorrow. And I wonder if that might mean, there's no holiday that I know of tomorrow in Iraq, but it lets us know that we are very, it could be that they may use that time of silence to put out the rate and to actually make it publicly known. That's what I'm hoping is going to take place. So that is just something that we heard about, and we know that that's going to be the case. And so I think that's really what we're excited about for seeing that. Otherwise, guys, I want everybody to go ahead and enjoy the State of the Union address, which is underway. And thank you that my satellite is working and the signal is back. And I'm going to pray us out very quickly.